Good evening, everybody. Welcome to today's tip, tip number 7 on the law of attraction mindset. I'm so happy to see all of you here today. I'm sorry I'm a bit late. I'm actually in Bintulu. I'm here for a week in Bintulu to do a training program or two training programs for a plantation company. And my timing blurry a little bit because they had a company dinner from 7 to 8 and just finished. So I just came up so that I can do this session for you. I know there are a lot of you who always look out for this session, and I'm very appreciative of the fact that many of you actually follow the tips that I've been sharing with you. My job is not to teach you anything. My job is to just share the tips. These are the things that I've used in my life, and I'm just sharing with you every Tuesday and every Thursday. Every Tuesday is on Law of Attraction Ho'oponopono, and every Thursday is actually on financial mindset. And these tips are hopefully something that you will value and you will want to use, and you take it up, seriously in order for you to have a change in your life. And that is why I'm doing this. Yeah. Today, part of Law of Attraction Ho'oponopono, tip number 7. I've told you so many things about how to attract what you want to attract with regards to vision board, visualization, affirmation, and so on and so forth. But one of the things that I want to share with you today is that a topic called "Am I Good Enough?" And the reason I bring up this topic is because a lot of people tend to think that it is not law of attraction won't work for them, or they tend to think that it only works for other people. They only think that, but I'm not good, Mr. Kathy. Since I'm not good, I don't know whether it's going to work for me. So the biggest problem a lot of people have is that because they doubt themselves and they doubt whether they can do it, law of attraction is not going to work for them. So it's very important that your mindset is good. That you believe that you can do it. You believe that it's possible for you to achieve whatever you achieve. So the topic of am I good enough? Am I good enough? That's the topic we're talking about. And if you really look into that topic, life, okay. But we don't realize that as much as we are born with great capacity, but we are not able to achieve a lot of things because we doubt ourselves a lot. So you do law of attraction, you do Ho'oponopono, but you think, can I do it? Am I able to do it? I'm sorry about reception. I told you I'm calling from. I'm actually doing this session from Bintulu, and the hotel reception is a bit choppy. Yeah, so just bear with me. Yeah, and then there's fireworks all around because today is the last day of Chinese New Year. So the topic I'm talking about is about you need to believe in yourself that you are a person who can achieve things. You need to believe in yourself that it's possible that you can achieve whatever you want to achieve, and then law of attraction will work better for you faster, because law of attraction is all about mindset. Whatever you give attention, energy, and focus, it'll work for you. And if you write affirmation but you think it might not work, I don't think it's possible, or you do vision board, you think it's not possible, or you do visual, you think it's not possible, that means you are doubting yourself because you feel it's not for you and it's not possible for you to get what you want to get. So the topic about am I good enough is to give you an idea that you are already very good. It's just that from the time we are born until today, maybe we had a lot of influence from teachers, influence from parents, influence from friends, which made you doubt yourself. Sometimes I know people who do very well in university, first class honors, do very well. But when they go to the workplace, they do miserably. I'm a training consultant. I do training programs. And even though they're graduates and all, but they don't believe they can do it. They don't believe it's possible. So because they have doubts, even if they do affirmation or visualization, everything, but down deeper inside, they have doubts whether maybe others, maybe Lord should work with others, maybe Ho'oponopono, but would it work for me? So in the topic of am I good enough, my tip for today is very simple. You need to take a piece of paper and write down all your accomplishments since you were born. Okay, just write down anything that comes to your mind. Write down. You can write up to 100, 200 accomplishments. Let's say you take a pick of 100 accomplishment. If you can do it now, do it now. Take a piece of paper now and start writing. Maybe you can write 20 first and then complete it later. But a list of accomplishment means start looking back at your life from the time you went to kindergarten. For example, from the time you kindergarten. But of course, for some of you, even before you go kindergarten, maybe you started to walk earlier, maybe you started to write, maybe you started to sing, maybe you started to draw, and your parents will say, wow, when you were 3 years old, wow, God, you got very good drawing. Or when you're 4 years old, you can speak 3 languages. Oh my God, when you're 4 years old, you are able to. So what I needed to do, what you need to do is to list down your accomplishment. When before I went to kindergarten, what were my accomplishments? If there were any, if it doesn't, if you don't have, it doesn't matter. Lah. Then when you were in kindergarten, what you won a singing competition, you won a drawing competition, you won a what competition? Then you went to primary school. What did you do? Oh, I'm very good in maths, Mr. Kathy. I always get A. I did well. So write down everything you've accomplished in the primary school. Oh, I was a prefect. I was I was in Girl Guides or Scouts, and I was did this and did that. Then when you look into your secondary school, what did you do? Oh, I was an athlete. I played, badminton for the school. I qualified for the state or the wilaya. I was a singer. I was in the debating team. I was a library prefect. I'm a prefect. I was a class monitor. Anything that you consider as an accomplishment, you write it down during your school days. Then think about when you went to college, what did you happen? Oh, I was a president of this society. I was this. I won this award. A prize giving day, I got this award. I became the best student for this subject. Or even your SRP or SPM or your PT3, whatever you call the exams now. Oh, I got straight A's. I got a scholarship. Like when I was in Form 6, I actually had a Bank Nagara scholarship. And Bank Nagara was actually giving me 50 ringgit every month. And for me, from the estate, my parents are still in the estate, right? So from the estate, and this was about 1982 when I was in Form 6, to get 50 ringgit every month is a lot of money. And I didn't even ask for it because the school, gave a list of names to Benera, and I'm one of those qualified to get 50. And I thought, wow, I didn't know I was that good. I was a chief library prefect. I was a Ketua Darja. I was the president of the Interact Club. So you need to look at all your accomplishments. What did you do? What did you do? What did you do? What did you do? Then university, what did you do? I was the president of the accounting club. I was the president of this. And then I was a training consultant. I already started doing training when I was in university. And I won awards about the best speaker for this, best everything. Then I got a job at Maynagara. That is an accomplishment. If any one of you have got a job, I mean, you graduate is an accomplishment. You get a job is an accomplishment. Okay. So write down, when you get, I went to outward bound school, I got a merit award. That's an accomplishment. Being able to do anything that gives you some kind of a wow, I did it and others didn't do it is an accomplishment. Even for the matter, you can even write things, simple things like I'm a good son. That's an accomplishment because a lot of children are not good children. Or when you get married, accomplishment. You have children, accomplishment. How many people are married, no children? You went to work, at the work environment. What did you accomplish? I did this and I did that. That's an accomplishment. But what I'm trying to say is that if you could continue to write until the age you are in now today, and how many certificates you have, how many diplomas you have, how many degrees you have, and whatever, which society presidents you were, what kind of games you played, what languages you speak. Some of you can speak Chinese. That's an accomplishment. If you're not a Chinese person, or you can speak foreign language, or you can play instrument. How many people? I cannot play any instrument. Maybe you can play a piano, maybe you can play a flute, maybe you can play a guitar. Makes sense or not? So when you do this and you write down and you look at your accomplishment, 20, 30, 50, and you say, hey, actually, I'm not so bad, because look, if I can accomplish all this, that means if I use law of attraction and I use Ho'oponopono properly, and I said, I'm going to have this much of money and I'm going to have this car and this house, I can have it. See, when you think that way, it will come through because you already, let me tell you something, my friends, when you want to get law of attraction to work for you, you need to work in hand with your soul. Okay, your soul came into this life with you, so you have a body and you got a soul inside. Your soul's job is to enrich you, help you, guide you, give you answers, but a lot of us forget about the soul because we are too busy talking about politics too busy talking about this gossiping read newspaper and get all the negative, so we forget there's a soul to guide you. So we get worried about this, we worried about that without realizing that when you communicate with your soul communicates with God, you'll get a lot of answers. And that's why when you do Ho'oponopono, you're guided because your soul communicates with God and therefore you'll get answers. So the first thing you must do before you start writing an affirmation, or first doing your vision board or doing a visualization, is for you to make your soul happy. Your soul must feel, because now your soul is cringing, In my advanced Ho'oponopono program, I teach something called inner child meditation. The reason is because inner child is actually your soul. Your soul is the inner child. And a lot of people, the reason why they cannot achieve a lot of things is because their inner child or the soul is crying, because you came into this world to live an amazing life, but you did achieve some things. That's why I asked you to write down all the things you achieved, that you are really good enough. You need to know that. But with that, when you start doing Ho'oponopono, when you start doing law of attraction, when you start doing affirmation, you will have an amazing life. See, initial stages in my life, I always talked about, oh, I'm a rubber person. My parents were poor. I was poor. I didn't have much. I didn't have that. I did. Then when I look back, I say, oh, I worked as a waiter. A lot of people don't work. I made money when I was in Form 6. I worked as a tuition teacher, accounting tuition. I made money. I used to give my mother money every month, though I was just a university student just after my Form 6, but I was giving tuition and I was making money. I worked as a waiter. I bought my own camera after and then I became a photographer of my school. That's an achievement. So when I started doing law of attraction, instead of thinking, does it work for me? I looked at my life and I said, oh my God, if I can do all this, I know law of attraction will work for me because I am a champion. I am an achiever. So the title for today's tip is, am I good enough? You are good enough. How do you know that? Well, sit down and do this exercise. Write on all your accomplishment, small or big, doesn't matter. As long as you feel you've accomplished, write it down. Losing weight, for example. I lost about 27 kgs in the last 4 or 5 years, I think that's an accomplishment. And I write it down. I feel so proud of it that I've lost so much of it, But that, anything for the matter, if you were diabetic before, now you're not diabetic, your blood pressure, now you're not low blood pressure, any certificate, anything you've done, and when you write it down, and what you need to do is very simple. After writing it down, laminate it and keep it, and whenever you can, take out and read. And when you read your name there, and you read and you feel, wow, I'm good because I can achieve so many things. And when you do that, your soul will be very happy because you're acknowledging that you are a born winner. And when you write the affirmation, it will work. Then when you do a vision board, everything will come through because you are now connecting with your soul. And that is the trick, and that is the tip that you need to know. So tip number 7, am I good enough? You are good enough. What you need to do is sit down, make a list of your accomplishment. Maybe you can do it 20 today, but by the end of the week, you should have at least 100. Go back and look at your childhood photos and see what all you did, how you won this desk competition, what all you did. And with that, you will be able to know that you have achieved a lot of good things. Even promotion. I was an executive, then I became a senior executive, then I became a manager, then I became... Everything is an achievement. So my friends, do that exercise. Keep it with you. Every time you're down, every time you doubt yourself, every time you think, is Ho'oponopono Lord working for me? Take it and look at it, read it, and you will realize you are a winner. And therefore, if you follow what I teach in the law of attraction Ho'oponopono, you are just going to achieve amazing, amazing, amazing things in the years to come. With that, I'll see you on Thursday. Thursday, I'm still in Bintulu. I'll see you on Thursday with another tip about financial mindset. Okay? Thank you very much, everybody. Be safe. Take care of yourself. And I'll see you on Thursday at 8 o'clock sharp. Bye-bye.